Welcome to the Solopreneur Systems Summit session with me, your fairy prompt godmother. Today, we're not turning pumpkins into carriages, we're turning prompts into possibilities. You ever stare at a blank screen, whisper to ChatGPT, and it responds like it's had no coffee? Yeah, been there. The purpose of this session is simple: to help you finally understand the power of a prompt, what it is, why yours might not be working, and how to fix it. We'll walk through what a prompt actually is, how to create personality-driven prompts, how I use simple scripts, visuals, and tools to turn one founder's voice into an entire digital personality for content, ads, brand building, and more. Don't worry, I won't be teaching automation here. That's someone else's magic, but I will help you talk to your tools like they owe you rent. So grab your mug, grab your brand, and let's make your prompts promptlier.
You ever notice how solopreneurs say, "I love my freedom," but their calendar looks like a Jackson Pollock painting? Okay. Now, before we get too cozy, I gotta warn you. We're about to switch things up just a little. This next part, you're not gonna hear my voice exactly, not this version of me anyway. I'm about to slip into something more comfortable, like, say, a different avatar voice, and take you through a slightly, well, let's call it stylized experience. So hang tight. You're about to enter Prompt Therapy Slidecast mode. All attendees today will get access to a one-on-one prompt therapy mini-session with me, your fairy prompt godmother, where we'll tailor a specific prompt to your current block, dream, or business moment. You'll also get a behind-the-scenes peek at some of the tools we use to build this. From scripting to voice synthesis, me and my AI team used over 100 prompts to design this layered AI experience. So yes, this is a little different. You ready? Let's roll.
Welcome to Prompt Therapy. This is your session, a space to unwind, reflect, and spark new ideas. I'm your fairy prompt godmother, Samonee. Tonight, we invite you to listen in, explore new perspectives, and discover the power of your own creative voice. So grab your favorite drink, settle in with a light snack, and let's get inspired together. Your session is about to begin.
Welcome to the deep dive. We're here to take that pile of sources, notes, scattered ideas you've got, and really boil them down into something you can use. And today, well, we're talking to basically every solopreneur out there who heard that promise of freedom and now finds themselves drowning in, well, chaos they created themselves.
It's such a tough spot, isn't it? You ditch the 9 to 5 to escape the calendar craziness, only to build yourself a new calendar that honestly looks like what the source calls a Jackson Pollock painting. It's kind of a beautiful disaster, maybe, but wow, is it exhausting.
Totally. I think we've all been there staring at that schedule thinking, I'm doing way too much, but also feeling like nothing's actually getting done right. It might be amazing for your clients, sure, but your own brand, your own socials, that's the ghost town the sources mentioned. It's like Solopreneurville, population exhausted.
Right. So our mission today really is to map out an escape route. We're diving into the key ideas behind the Solopreneur's Guide to Effective AI Prompting. The goal is to stop wrestling with AI like it's just another annoying tech thing and actually get it to understand you, your rhythm, your brand's unique voice.
Yeah, we're breaking down the essential steps you need to kind of connect the dots between the daily whirlwind and the specific focused content you need to actually be seen. If you've dabbled in AI, maybe felt a bit let down, stick around. This one's for you.
Let's jump right in, maybe start at the very beginning, because honestly, success or failure with AI often hinges on what happens before you even type the first instruction.
Okay, good call. Let's set the stage.
Yeah.
What is a prompt, fundamentally? The source material keeps it simple, which I like. A prompt is just instructions given to an AI or system to carry out a task. That's it. An instruction.
And it sounds simple, right? But that's where it gets tricky. If it's just an instruction, why are so many solopreneurs hitting a wall with these tools that are supposed to make life easier? The big failure point. It's a lack of respect for the instruction itself. People are rushing it, they're grabbing generic prompts off the internet or, just tossing a few keywords at the AI and hoping for the best.
Oh, I feel that. Definitely been guilty of throwing something like, write a positive social post about productivity into a tool, and then getting mad when it sounds like, I don't know, a cheesy stock photo caption.
That's the classic trap the sources talk about. You're giving AI breadcrumbs and expecting a feast. The real insight here isn't usually about the AI model being bad. It's that the instruction itself lacked structure, detail, and just basic thought. We need to shift from, wishful thinking to structured prompting.
Okay, wait, let me just push back slightly here. Solopreneurs are already overloaded. When you say structured prompting, it kind of sounds like trading time spent writing copy for time spent writing super detailed prompts. How does adding more detail actually save time?
That's a fair question, and it's a really important distinction. You're not trading writing time for prompt time. You're trading editing time for instruction time. Think about it. A vague prompt might mean 5 rounds of painful tweaking trying to fix the generic fluff. A really well-structured, detailed prompt, that gets you maybe 80% there on the first shot. It saves way more time overall. Structure is your friend against chaos.
Ah, okay, I see. Replacing editing time, that makes sense. So if structure is the secret sauce, the source mentioned something called the prompt key educational points. These are like the absolute must-haves for a good prompt.
Exactly. Think of them as the 3 pillars. If you miss even one, the AI is basically forced to guess, and guessing, that's how you end up with bland, useless content.
Right, break them down for us. What are these 3 non-negotiables?
Okay, first up, patience. Now, this isn't about sitting around waiting for the AI. It's about giving the instruction itself the space it needs. Don't just cram your entire marketing strategy into one massive run-on sentence. Use paragraphs, maybe bullet points, break the task down. AI processes things step by step, not all at once.
That's interesting. We tend to treat it like Google search, don't we? Just throw keywords at it.
Yeah.
But it needs more like a proper briefing.
Precisely. Pillar number 2 is detail. This is the obvious part, right? Be specific about what you want, length, topic, who it's for. But here's the crucial bit, the thing people often miss. You need to be just as specific about what you don't want. This is a really practical tip for everyone listening.
Okay, I like this. Avoiding the bad stuff. Give us the technical side of that.
It's about using what prompt engineers call negative constraints. So if your brand voice is, say, edgy and sarcastic, and you never want it to sound like corporate jargon, you have to spell that out, like literally, right? Tone must be playful, slightly sarcastic. Do not use phrases like level up, synergy, or leverage our expertise. Avoid passive voice. Be explicit.
That makes total sense. It stops the generic stuff before it even starts, because if you just ask for professional, you're basically inviting every bland corporate cliche the AI knows.
Exactly right. And the third pillar is clarity. This is about the structure that guides the output, the best way to achieve clarity. Assign roles and formats. Don't just say, write a post. Try something like, ACT as a cynical but highly effective social media manager, your task is to write 3 distinct options for a Twitter thread. Format the output as a numbered list, stating the tone clearly above each option.
Got it. So patience in how you structure the request, detail using those negative constraints, and clarity by assigning roles and formats. Following those 3, that's the shortcut. That's what stops you falling into that trap of spending ages editing AI mistakes.
That's the foundation. Now we get to the really interesting part, the heart of being a solopreneur personality. This is what the source cleverly calls prompt therapy.
I love that term, prompt therapy. It suggests that, you got to look inward a bit. It's not just about efficiency. It's about understanding your brand's real, often messy, authentic voice.
You nailed it. Solopreneurs aren't just these perfectly optimized productivity machines, right? We have contradictions. You might be super ambitious, driven, but also, completely obsessed with your dog, fiercely independent, but also constantly tired. Prompt therapy is about teaching the AI to embrace those contradictions because that's what makes you relatable.
Okay, so how do you actually pull those contradictions out and put them into a prompt? If I just tell the AI, I'm tired, it's probably going to give me something pretty lame.
Right, you need to blend the aspiration with the reality. The source had a brilliant example. A solopreneur described her vibe as bold, but with a side of, I'm burnout. See, you don't hide the exhaustion, you use it. It's part of the character.
That definitely makes the instruction richer. It gives the AI permission to sound, well, human, not like a sales brochure.
And look at the starter prompt they suggest for that specific blend. Write a post for a bold, occasionally exhausted solopreneur who's ready to take a nap right after she takes over the world. See how it sets that big goal but adds the human reality? That mix is where the good stuff comes from.
The results they shared were so good, too. Really showed the payoff. There was that example of writing an Instagram caption based on that classic solopreneur problem. What was it? Draft an IG caption for a solopreneur who schedules her coffee breaks and still misses them.
Yes. That level of specific detail is pure gold. It's such a recognizable feeling, right? And because the prompt was so detailed about the feeling, the scenario, the AI came back with something instantly usable. If you're reading this, I finally found 5 minutes for myself. Send coffee. Promptly.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like AI wrote it at all. It sounds like a friend who's, slightly frazzled.
Oh.
That kind of relatability
Yeah.
only happens when you feed the AI those tiny, real details about your actual life as a solopreneur. You're literally teaching it your specific voice.
Exactly. When you approach prompting like a kind of therapy session, digging into your brand's unique quirks and contradictions, you get content that clicks instantly. You're using genuine human experience as the input.
Which brings us neatly to the core takeaway, the real secret weapon, according to the source material. The answer to that Jackson Pollock schedule isn't necessarily hiring more people. It's, you don't need a bigger team, you need better prompts and a sense of humor.
This is such a key realization. Solopreneurs often feel this immense pressure like, oh God, I need an assistant, a social media manager, a copywriter. But that's expensive. It takes ages to train someone, and it's often just not in the budget. Structured prompting. The cost benefit is hugely in its favor.
So instead of hiring actual humans, you're kind of hiring efficiency through these well-crafted AI systems.
That's a great way to put it. The sources even introduce this really cool idea they call AI team cameos. Now, these aren't actual people. They're like specialized roles you define within your prompts, and they demonstrate how better prompts help you align your goals, your launches, and frankly, your sanity.
Okay, this cameo's bit Elo, Sorrel, Yesenia, was a little abstract in the source. Let's make it super clear. If they aren't real people, what exactly are they doing?
Think of them as dedicated AI functions, triggered by your prompt structure. Elo is basically your structure guru. When you invoke Elo in a prompt, you're demanding maximum clarity. You want perfect formatting, logical flow, maybe chronological order, or flawless bullet points. Elo nails the organization.
Okay, so if I need a really tight outline for a new workshop, I'd tell Elo to handle the structure. Makes sense.
Right. Then there's Sorrel. Sorrel is your tone and voice specialist. Sorrel handles the detail pillar, the vibe, the specific language, the contractions, maybe even the slang your brand uses. Sorrel makes sure it sounds like that bold, slightly tired character we talked about, not like a textbook.
Got it. Sorrel stops me sounding generic.
Yeah.
And Yesenia, what's her role?
Yesenia is your strategic alignment expert. Her focus is the big picture. You bring in Yesenia when you need the AI output to specifically tie into a larger campaign, a business goal, or address a particular customer pain point. Yesenia ensures every little piece of content serves the overall strategy.
That clicks now.
Yeah.
By giving the AI these really defined jobs, clarity with Elo, detail with Sorrel, and alignment with Yesenia, you're using structure to basically multiply your efforts without multiplying your stress.
Absolutely. And the solopreneur in the source material, they specifically mentioned that using these defined roles helped them finally slow down and show up consistently. And showing up consistently with content that's actually aligned. That's often the biggest hurdle when you're running on fumes.
So the big picture here is if AI hasn't really clicked for you yet, don't immediately assume you're behind the curve or the tech is useless. The real message seems to be, it's probably because, like the source says, no one taught it your voice yet. You haven't done that prompt therapy piece.
Yeah, you've likely been asking it to sound like everyone else, like some generic template, when what your audience really wants is your specific, maybe slightly sarcastic, definitely focused self. The tech can do it, but you have to give it the right map.
So this whole deep dive really points to the power being locked inside us, in our inner prompt. Stop filtering out your unique brand weirdness, your real-life contradictions. That's the fuel for getting truly great stuff out of AI.
And putting these kinds of detailed, tailored prompts into practice, it does require a bit of a mindset shift, doesn't it? Moving from just simple commands towards thinking about designing a system. The sources wrap up by suggesting that sometimes getting some focused one-on-one help, that prompt therapy idea, again, can be the key to really unlocking this and using the structure effectively, especially if you're feeling stuffed.
Right. So let's leave you with something to chew on. We spend so much time trying to fit our unique, messy, brilliant brands into these generic AI boxes. But what if you flipped it? What aspect of your own current burnout or your most unique quirk? Maybe it's that you schedule meetings with yourself and you're still always late. Or maybe you love true crime podcasts but also give motivational talks. What if that specific detail was the key ingredient for your very next prompt?
Think about teaching the AI your real voice, quirks and all, not just asking it for another template. That honesty, that specific, maybe even slightly contradictory detail, that's what transforms AI from just another tool into your personalized, maybe slightly sarcastic, but incredibly effective team member. The one that might finally help you clean up that Jackson Pollock calendar.
And just like that, we're back. Yes, I had to try on a new avatar voice, and I think this one's staying. You just experienced a full slidecast-style demo using real AI tools and a whole lot of prompts, all built to show how storytelling, systems, and strategy can live together in one place. The tools I used here, they're part of my regular rotation. But I actually learned HeyGen in just 30 minutes just for this summit. That's the power of prompts when you know how to use them. So if you made it all the way through, you deserve a snack or a trophy, maybe both. And because I'm still your fairy prompt godmother, every attendee gets access to a free one-on-one prompt therapy mini session with me, where we'll design a custom prompt to unlock your next breakthrough. Just go to www.samonee.com to claim it. Oh, and don't ghost me. Right now, I'm also collaborating with developers and founders, building the next generation of AI tools. Tools created for people like you, solopreneurs and creatives with real lives, full hearts, and limited hours. This isn't just about tech. It's about building smarter systems that help you scale without burnout. And it starts with conversations like this. All right, I'm officially logging off before my avatar tries to invoice me. See you in the one-on-one.